Well, welcome to Monven Group. My name is Tracy Sistek.
Hi, my name is Charlie Pacheco.
I'm Molly Gebler.
My name's Kyle Kern.
I'm Leo Hines. I'm a Regional Director of Operations.
My name's Jessica Hardman.
My name is Kevin.
We are Monven.
Hi, my name is Brett Adams, founder of the Monven Group. Welcome to the Monven Group family. Monven started with a vision of three concepts. Chef, art, pour. Chef, we are chef driven. We are passionate about food. We are traditional items with a twist. Art, we sit down in every seat as a guest. We don't build restaurants from an office. We build them on site. We build our projects on site. So we can touch it, we can feel it, we can see what a guest sees. Pour, a gathering place of handcrafted cocktails and distinctive craft beers. We opened our first Burntwood in 2010. In 2016, after 5 Burntwoods, we launched M Italian. After that, we became more than one brand. So we created Chef Art Pour Restaurant Group, or CAP. In 2021, our portfolio expanded to include a golf course environment, banquet facility center, speakeasy, and inn. The same CAP, Chef Art Pour foundation translates to those other ventures, but as a company, we created Monven Group. Same core values of guest focus, but a diverse portfolio. Our mission is to provide high quality food and service to each guest that chooses to dine with us, whether dining or picking up carryout. We will deliver servant-minded service and be relentless in our pursuit to provide fresh, sustainable products in our made-to-order kitchens each and every day. Our values. Our values have been established to highlight the fashion in which we expect each individual to adhere to while a representative of our company and perhaps carry throughout life. Hospitable. We are humble and servant-minded. Integrity. We have integrity for the food, service, and experience being provided. Respect. We are respectful to our guests and each other. Teamwork. We provide support to each other and create the best possible experience for our guests. Thankfulness. We appreciate the guests for supporting our success. During your training, you're going to learn catchphrases we use. None of them are magical. They're very straightforward, but we are very passionate about all of them. Moment of truth. Moment of truth is, what are you going to do when nobody's looking? You are going to make a mistake. We don't count mistakes, we count recoveries. Again, moments of truth. What do you do when it's time? What do you do when you make a mistake? We encourage you. We empower you. We anticipate to find out about it. Some of our best guests are recoveries from things that we really screwed up. You will realize moments of truth create moments of truth. And it will give you the opportunity to do the right thing, maybe if you didn't, or to continue to do the right thing. It's a moment of truth. Here are some examples of some great moments of truth.
One of my great moments of truth stories is when we created Thanksgiving meals for all of our guests around the area, and we shipped them out to Burntwood taverns so the guests wouldn't have to cook on Thanksgiving. Well, we had a guest who thought she ordered enough food for 8 people, and she only received enough food for 4 people. So she contacted us at 10:30 on Wednesday night and let us know about the mistake. Well, on Thanksgiving morning, I went to the restaurant, prepared 4 more meals, and dropped them off on her doorstep for her so she could have enough food for Thanksgiving. And you know, that's how important it is for me to take care of the guest, and that's what we're empowered to do as a restaurant company.
Servant-minded service is really taking care of the guest. It's being here to serve. That's our foundation. We are not trying to make things more than they are. We are about the guest experience and making it the best experience for that guest and appreciating what they're spending their money on.
What I love about Monven Group is everything we do here is very guest-orientated. All of our values are for the guests. They're also to ensure that we can deliver an experience rather than just food. We want to make sure that every guest that comes in and dines with us leaves with more than just a meal, but with an experience that we were able to provide with them through guest satisfaction.
I think one of the best experiences about working for Monven Group and for Burntwood Tavern in specific is just the fact that they give the servers the power to fix problems. And the champagne toast was one of the biggest things. I've been in a lot of restaurants, and it was almost like, we fix the problem, but we don't really fix the problem, we just put a Band-Aid on it. The whole champagne toast thing is just fantastic because you give the guests an experience. And I've always had where, you basically give the guests food, you give the guests drink, you drop their check, and it's done. With Monven Group, it's different though. Like, they really want to take care of the guest, and we really appreciate that as servers and bartenders.
When guests come in and they're celebrating anniversary, birthday, date night, night away from the kids, what we like to do is find out why they're here. And one of the things we do is we do a champagne toast. We'll go to the bar, we'll get a couple champagne toasts, we'll bring them over, and what we like to do is set it on a table and thank them first and foremost for coming in, and second, just celebrate with them. We like to celebrate with our guests when they come into our restaurant, and that's a great way to make sure that they're having a good time and to make their time here special.
We are going to give you tools for your toolbox, whatever that means to your specific position. What that does is give you enough structure to be great, but enough autonomy to tailor it. If you're a server and you have what we call real estate for that evening, that is your real estate. You want it to be pretty because you're going to have guests. If you are a general manager, that's your house. It is going to take on your personality. Again, we will give you the structure and the tools to be successful. We are asking you and giving you the autonomy to do the right thing, hence Moments of Truth.
The other day we had a guest who was visiting here and staying at the inn, and he had just gotten a new heart. And he was here at the Cleveland Clinic talking all about, taking care of his heart. And for 20 minutes we sat and talked about this gentleman's heart. And it just made me pause, because how many jobs do you get to work at that you get that intimate with your guest? And here at Monven, another benefit is that we are allowed and encouraged to do that with our guests. Brett always jokes about, we have all the tools here to make our guests happy and to use them, and he lets us use them. And it's super cool to be able to send over a lobster bisque from Italian if someone mentions here at the inn that they love soup, or run over to Burntwood Tavern and grab some appetizer or a carrot cake from M, just because our guest is having a bad day. And the great part of it is that we are encouraged to do that for our guests. It's not frowned upon, it's not questioned, it is encouraged to take care of our guests. And that to me is a super cool thing, to work in an environment where you're allowed to give chocolate covered whatever you want to make a guest happy.
3 C's. There is an infinite amount of calamari, champagne, and chocolate in our company. And if that doesn't satisfy the guests, go in the cash register, pull out as much cash as you need to, and make sure that guest is satisfied. Listen, after you go through all of this, it's a full circle. Take care of the guest. Take care of the guest. Be true, be sincere. Take care of the guest, take care of each other. The business will run itself. Take care of the guest. I have not said the C word in probably 25 years. We identify our guests as guests. They are coming into our home, servant-minded. When you come into our restaurant, our inn, our bars, you are a guest. We will treat you like a guest. Everybody go ahead and say it one more time if you want, and commit to never saying it again. Yes is the answer. It's a very easy, and we encourage that. The guest comes in, the guest works hard all day, comes in to give us their hard-earned money. We want to do whatever it takes to make it a great experience. Here are a couple great examples of yes is the answer, what's the question?
It's very important to us to serve our guest needs, whatever they may be. There are moments people are going to come in and say, is it possible to have a birthday cake? My child would like something different. If we have the ingredients in-house, we're going to do everything we can do to try to make that happen for a guest. If we have a store that's close to our restaurant, we will run to the store and take care of somebody's specific need. It's important to us to make sure that we do everything we can do to meet the need of every guest. Every time we go to the kitchen's going to answer, yes, I want to do it. Every time a manager goes out front and speaks to a guest, it's yes. Now, what is the question? It's important for us to understand that we all embrace that point because we want every guest to feel like they can come and dine with us and we're going to make sure they get taken care of.
Whether you're here as a summer job or a career, whether you're here for 6 months or 6 years, you will have the platform to do as much or as little as you like. You will hear stories of bartenders that have become super general managers. Your opportunity for growth really lies in your hands.
Hi, my name is Jessica Hardman. I've been with the company a little over 5 years. Started as a server and a bartender at our Belden Village location. In those 5 years, I've actually came up the ranks as a bar manager, then a general manager, training GM, and now I'm a super GM. You know, my bosses have been super supportive, and you know, just continuing to grow with the company is kind of what I'm looking for. It's definitely a company that gives the underdog a shot. Being an underdog myself, you know, I had, like I said, some bosses that definitely believed in me and was, you know, able to come up through the ranks and definitely better my career because of people like them.
Hopefully, whether we're a career or a job or just a chapter in your life, there will be foundation blocks through the disciplines and what we teach you that'll help you for the rest of your life.
Hi, my name is Tony Rotello. I'm the Director of Culinary for Monven Group. In my role, when I come into your restaurants, I like to work with the teams, managers, chefs, hourly employees, getting the food right and working on recipe adherence. Cleanliness, sanitation is super important for us. We're very passionate about making our food quality the highest it can be for our guests each and every day. Also, I love to make sure when we're working together, both front of the house and back of the house are one unit. It's all about the guest. The front of the house is an extension of what the guest's needs and wants are. So it's our job in the back of the house to make sure that we're adhering to the guest's needs and sometimes even making special orders to make the guests happy in their returns.
All right, so one of the big keys is keeping things consistent with our menu. We run consistent menu throughout the year. We do throw some changes in here and there, but it's very important that if you go to Burntwood here, you go to Burntwood in Solon or Chagrin Falls, that the food's always the same. A big key for the consistency is not settling. If you can see an item that comes up and it's not made the right way, to have the integrity to push that item back, let the guests know it's going to be a little bit longer, but we want to make it right every time, correctly. So another big part of my job is making sure that the inventory is consistent. The inventory that comes in, we want to make sure that we have the right amount to get through the week, to get through each shift, so that we're not buying product that's not approved product. It's product that we will use all the time. So again, that correlates into the consistency of the product. If we're out buying stuff at the store because we did not order properly, it's not going to be the same product that we should be using. So a lot of consistency in my job, and it's just keeping numbers and following trends and things like that.
So for those of you looking to join us and want to grow and build with us, I was a very young snot-nosed kid about 25 years ago that thought they knew it all. And then I had the very fortunate circumstance to work for some great chefs. I put my ego aside in those moments, and I learned as much as I could. I learned who I wanted to be, I learned who I didn't want to be. I learned what I wanted to cook, and I learned what I didn't want to cook. So when you come into a company, especially coming from someplace else, you want to kind of have an open mind. You want to learn what they have to offer. And then once you've learned that, you bring your own specialty to the world, and you increase delivery of great food every single time.
I want to thank everybody for joining the Monven Group. It's a pleasure to have you. We love working with people, and I can't wait to see you all out there. Thank you.
All right, holy shit. I don't know how this made it cut, but here comes the Rat Pack.
Well, I'm just worried Johnny's parole officer's going to see this, and then he's really going to be in trouble. These guys look mild-mannered, but if you don't put drinks in them, they'll get mean fast. They will get mean very fast.
The first day he came here, I walked up, there used to be Shagtown. And this guy's putting all this, I said, what the hell are you doing? He says, you come here very often? I said, every day. So guess what? We're all here, every day. Brett's been a great guy. Gentlemen,
well, he's taken good care of us over the years, bottom line. And you know what? He takes care of veterans too. He takes care of us every year. Fantastic. And that's something that nobody does. I mean, you're talking about anything on the menu. It wasn't like just okay, let me give him a hamburger. This was everything on the menu. He was absolutely terrific.
I am the first one.
Johnny's got to make sure he points that out.
Exactly. That's right. See how that
name
finger
on my
goes on? It goes like this. And the one is like, yeah, we know.
Don't look
the
at my
one.
fingers.
His chair's a little taller than everybody else's, so we can. People killed each other for those nameplates.
No, his marketing.
I still have Donnie Riddles because I took it off his chair.
That's Donnie Riddle.
Who's the meanest? This one right here. He's ornery like a snake. Holy moly. These guys are teaching me how to age gracefully, and I love them all.